Welcome to the Productivity series on Microsoft Excel. Let us look into Statistical Functions Module 3. Descriptive Statistics. In the previous module, we discussed about central tendency function mean and dispersion using quartiles, minimum and maximum function. Here we will discuss about frequency distribution. We have two columns: students' roll numbers and marks. There are total 50 students who appeared the exam. Let's understand the frequency distribution of marks scored by these 50 students. Mode determines the highest occurring value or text. There are two types of mode: single and multi. Single returns the highest occurring value. If there are two or more values that have the highest occurrence, it returns the first value which it encounters. On the other hand, multi returns all the highest occurring values. Let's quickly check the mode single function. It takes one input, the array for which mode is to be calculated. We get 93 as the highest occurring value in the marks array. Let's check mode multi and see the result. Type mode multi function and pass the marks array. Even with multi, we received 93 as the highest occurring value in the marks array. That means the array has only one mode. Let's check the frequency of occurrence by using countif function. We will count the number of times 93 occurs in the array. First type the countif function. Then pass the array of marks. Then select cell reference value for 93. We get 3 occurrence of 93 within the marks array. Let's check the results of these functions by changing the marks array. We will use randarray function to generate an array of marks for 50 students. It takes 5 inputs. First 2 inputs are the size of array. Select 50 and 1, then minimum and maximum value. Enter 30 and 100, then data type decimal or integer. Select integer. We can see that multi has returned now 2 values. Let's check the frequency of these 2 values. Before that, let's anchor the array range so that we can drag the formula with the same array selected. We can see that the array is changing because of randarray function. We can change the marks array by clicking Ctrl plus F9 key, and random array will generate fresh list of random numbers. In this set of arrays generated, we can see that there are 4 modes and each with a frequency of 3. We can check for few more samples of random arrays. Then let's fix the array by copying and pasting the range as values for sake of consistency. One important thing is to be noted here. Although the frequency of 78, 54, and 81 are same, single function returns only 78. The reason for this is in the way single function sees the array. It returns the first value it encounters if there are multiple modes. Let's check this concept by sorting the marks array in ascending order. We can see that the single function has changed the return value to 54 from 78. On checking by descending order, we get 81. By reverting back to original state, we again get back 78. Now if we replace 78 by any other value, we can see that it disappears from the mode list. Let's visualize the frequency distribution graphically through histogram. Histograms are traditionally being used to view frequency distribution. Let's place the histogram beside our calculated modes. We can see the bars are of different sizes. Let's add the data label to make meaning out of these bars. Also, we can see bins in the x-axis. These can be modified by formatting axis. Right-click on the x-axis values and select Format Axis. We will see the options available to modify bin. Try changing the bin size to 10. It will start from the minimum value in the range by default. Let's take one step ahead and make custom bins and try to find out the frequency using frequency function. Frequency function returns frequency of value in bins from an array. Let's fix the bin size to 10. So the bins will be 10, 20, and so on. For example, the bin 20 contains values between 11 and 20 inclusive. Let's type the function frequency. It takes 2 inputs. First is the value array and second is the bins array. Hence, pass the marks array as first input. and then select the bins array. We can see the frequency of bins within the marks array. We see that highest occurrence is in the bin range 91 to 100. We can also plot these findings in a bar graph and compare with histograms. There are few set of analysts who prefer frequency bar graphs to histogram because of the layout and controls that the bar graph provides. However, both convey the same information. Mention the series name, frequency. Then select the frequency values as series value. Then pass the bins as the horizontal axis or x-axis values. Thus, in this module, we show how the frequency distribution can be understood using mode, single, and multi-function. To visualize the frequency distribution, we used histograms. Also, we saw how we can calculate frequency table for bins by using frequency function. Happy learning!